Less than 2 months after his sudden and tragic death, we finally know the cause of death for Matthew Perry.
For what reason did I bring that up on the grounds that PMG, he did? He did that equivalent thing that Lord doing family quarrels are normal yet? When the battle happens freely, watchers burn through no chance to make it viral. Everybody presents their viewpoint on the continuous debate, in some cases, rankling individuals engaged with the contentions. This was the situation with T.I., his child, and D.L. Huey. Another story has spread its underlying foundations over the hip jump world as T.I. has battled with his child ruler, which has persuaded the rapper to think that his child will ultimately wind up in jail, going to jail exactly as expected. D.L. Huey had a ton to say too. The issue presently is that it seems I didn't warmly embrace the disputable hypotheses of the family show. Elevated after the Thanksgiving weekend when the rapper family went to see the Atlanta Hawks game, and Lord Harris had an eruption which was gotten on Instagram Live as the contention transformed into hollering and heightened pressures between the child and his folks. Lord should have been visible letting out his dissatisfaction, while his father answered hollering affronts. The rapper's child likewise uncovered on his Instagram that he was residing with his grandma due to the continuous battles, and he faulted individuals around him for not understanding his feelings. I guaranteed his child to be a humiliation to his family by expressing, "You are humiliating yourself," and the family in the fans who saw the occurrence accepted that Lord's explosion was not legitimate and faulted his folks' poor nurturing for the episode. The renowned entertainer and jokester D.L. Huey additionally accepts a similar. The comic answered TMZ's inquiry regarding his considerations on his companion's family circumstance. By expressing the foundation from which T.I. came, he alluded to Lord's activities as offending as the child uncovered their confidential issues for arrive at on his Instagram. Huey made sense of that. The kid's dad worked eagerly to emerge from destitution and not let his family face comparative conditions as he did. DEL said to have someone that you buckle down and penance for to all around your memory, and your achievement for clicks is offending. We truly experienced childhood in the conditions they romanticize about it was the motivation for T.I. leaving it roused them creatively. Yet you don't believe that your kids should experience childhood in similar conditions. When we grew up, we truly experienced childhood in the circumstance they romanticized about. The comic accepted that the We Should Escape craftsman merited additional regard from his child due to the potential open doors he has accommodated him. The comic added, he's offending the work they put into raising him for clicks. You're in that container all around his memory, and you're doing it so you can be popular. He set out the most questionable thought that drove the web to overflow with discussion, as he expressed, "You're well known on the ground that your daddy's well known." The story went in a different direction when Lord Harris got captured. Don't scratch your heads. We understand what prompted it. Tip's child went to a waffle shop and requested. Things went south when the request came wrong, after which he reproved a representative gladly, expressing, "All that you create, I can take out my pocket right presently. I'm not stumbling on you. I'm not conversing with you. You're renowned because your daddy's well known." When a male colleague interceded between them, Lord compromised the worker to come around the counter and gun whip him. The craftsman's child needed to have more experiences with the police following his reckless way of behaving, as he got captured again for not wearing a safety belt. The youngster definitely appeared to be disappointed in the video, which became a web sensation on Thanksgiving. He was seen contending with his mother in the neighborhood for not letting him out. He rejected that he was brought into the world already spiraled out of his mind, which is the reason fans have shown him pessimistic energy and associated every one of his triumphs to his dad's distinction. The youngster additionally went up against claims deceiving him as a wannabe hoodlum, as he detonated saying, "Everyone that say ain't attempting to be gangsta. I requested the police to pull me over. You all be taking a gander at the activities of the 19-year-old and his non-remorseful conduct." The fans have gathered that his dad's distinction has driven him to turn out to be so vain, and he should be shown something new. Well, his dad suspects as much too. The pained young person's dad at long last responded to the insight about his child's capture. He looked baffled as he told the fans not to send him messages, letting him know how to exhort his child. He said, "Got a little solicitation, quit hitting me and getting in my remarks, letting me know what to tell Lord. Okay, got a little solicitation, man. Quit hitting me and getting in my remarks, letting me know what to tell ruler. Okay." He added that he has previously held chats with his child and he perceived his defiant disposition as once he had the equivalent as well. And he professed to know about the way things will end up, and his tone didn't propose a good outcome, he added. I've proactively come to terms with it because I realized that energy, I was that energy, I know precisely how it will turn out. Tip dropped the stunner on the fans as he expressed the conceivable wrath of his child's activities. He expressed what everybody had in their souls, yet was terrified to communicate. He expressed that Lord's activities will cause him to have prison time, and said that it is in nobody's grasp, aside from the youthful revolutionary himself, to change his predetermination. The rapper communicated his going to jail. If he goddamn keeps up his going to jail, ain't no chance to get around it. Ain't nothing I will have the option to do it about it. Mightn't no one at any point. Top it yet him, the Elastic Bandman vocalist, closed his genuine message by giving the circumstance over to God. He actually accepts that his child has great in his heart. He asserted that the objective Lord is pursuing as of now is off base, yet he wanted for his child to get past it. He summarized it by saying ruler's a decent youngster, he's pursuing some unacceptable and I confide in God to manage it the manner in which he see fit. Now he going need to go through it and traverse it. DL Hui, when he saw the viral clasp of his hopeless dad companion, couldn't keep down his feelings as he took to his Instagram and posted on the side of Tip. The humorist first alludes to the guerrilla gigs of ruler, as he is telling his own life and not thinking often even about his family. He expressed realities. There comes a point in any relationship, whether it's parent to kid or one individual to another, with regardless of how you stop or change somebody's conduct, they are, as yet, going to pursue their decisions, or choices. The entertainer further added that the youngster is putting opposition on his way himself, yet knows nothing about it, and he gave credit to the guardians for dealing with the circumstance well. He proceeded with it truly arrives at a point some of the time where all you're doing is setting up obstructions, not preventing them. At this isn't about strong but fair affection. Its existence, salute to it. Troubleman 31, and minuscule for keeping it. Ti son ruler is behaving like my child. P man. G God. When you understand this assertion is made by a dad of a child as of late condemned to 20 years of jail following the homicide accusations against him, he implies extraordinary difficulty by ruler. Extremely discourteous. OG Percy, in a meeting as of late, recommended the result of Lord's demeanor as he contrasted his tendency and that of his children, and encouraged him to turn revealing. Then 2 months after his abrupt and lamentable demise, we at last know the reason for death for Matthew Perry. As the world grieved the sad passing of the most loved entertainer ever, Matthew Perry, his passing actually is, by all accounts, a secret. While many fans and VIPs have shared their genuine sympathies and recognition for the well-known companion star, Kanye West has purportedly affirmed that Matthew's demise was something other than a simple mishap. New reports have arisen demonstrating what truly caused the demise of the gifted star. Tell individuals they tell the public these is complete extortion. An all-out misrepresentation. Apparently, Matthew Perry, known for his job and companions, died because of the quick impacts of ketamine, as expressed in a new examination report from the Los Angeles province coroner. The report referenced that Perry had gone through ketamine mixture treatment and had an imbuement about a week and a half before his passing anyway. The inspector expressed that the ketamine found in his framework could never have come from that new mixture, as ketamine regularly remains in the body for simply 3 to 4 hours. The Los Angeles District Coroner's Office says it was intense impacts of ketamine that killed Perry. The report likewise featured extra factors. For example, suffocating coronary vein infection and the impacts of buprenorphine, which added to Perry's demise, yet were not the immediate reason. The end was that Matthew Perry's demise was considered coincidental. American fixation communities expressed that